So this is the STARLANCER build from the outside.
Wow.
The key thing to take away here is
Big
you'll see it
beluga.
has the drone bays on each side, and then it has the drone resupply arms for allowing the drones to come back and resupply.
Total whale, man.
Inside that room,
Big old
you have the
beluga.
drone control center. So you have a single station inside, and this
So
is where you
stonky.
control all your drones from, much like Luke showed you in the previous presentation. So there are 2 large drones held on each side of the room, so 4 large drones in total. And then there are 2 filler stations right at the front here, and these each hold 16 SEU of capacity, which can then go and load the internal resource tank to feed the drones. Drones that will then be deployed out of their little secret garages, and they go off and do what you've asked them to do. When they need to resupply, they will come back, sit on these arms, suck up their resources that they need, carry on their day. That's the really important thing here, is that all these base building vehicles have enough storage on board to supply your drones. Obviously, if you're going to build 1 million things on your base, you're going to run out. But we want you to be able to have these vehicles and have knowledge that you're not going to be doing endless cargo runs initially to build your foundation, your base. You'll be able to build your base and have storage on that eventually, but these all get you going in the short term. So let's have a quick go over the stats. It holds 4 large construction drones. It's 83 meters long, 52 meters wide, 15 tall. Saw lots of rumors and chatters that people thought this was freelancer size. It is not. It is significantly larger than the Constellation and Corsair. It's almost 600i in size, so it is a big ship. 2 S4 guns for the pilots, 16 missiles, remote turrets, and then 128 SU of cargo capacity in the build specifically. But what if you don't want to build stuff? What if, like me, you just want to burn stuff and destroy stuff?
So introducing the STARLANCER attack. So like I say, this is designed to be a bit more aggression into the verse. So I think the first thing you're going to notice is the kind of the dual man size 5 turrets.
Hell of a big
now these
explosion.
give much better kind of broadside coverage from any of the other variants. And then on top, we also have like a dedicated hangar that has been specifically designed to fit a Mirai Fury inside. And I'm sure we will see plenty of other ships try to be fitted inside.
Successful
yeah,
or not.
yeah, we'll see. And I think John's going to run you through the interior now.
So yeah, let's have a look over the tack from outside to in. So this is the tack in its default paint, so sort of military drab gray. Then internally, obviously Ben talked about the size 5 turrets. Then we have some drop seats behind, and these are on a deployable ramp, so you can do some ground assault. They will drop out, down. If you're doing a bit of ground assault, chances are someone's probably going to get injured, so there is an onboard medical facility directly behind there with 2 Tier 3 medical beds. Upstairs, obviously, there is the Fury hangar. Behind that is engineering. And then forward of the hangar is the refactored habitation and mess hall area, which is specific to the TAC, just because there's so much other stuff crammed in there. We had to redo the upstairs of it, basically, to fit that in. And we'll go over the more normal layout shortly.
Okay, so yeah, to sum up, I think the TAC's obviously going to bring a lot more firepower from the other variants. Its shield's been boosted up to two size 3 shield generators. It's got the med bay with the Tier 3 med beds, drop seats, it's got a hangar, and it's still able to carry up to 96 SCU of cargo. And you can secure yours today by going to play.se/STARLANCER attack.
We have a cinematic. She's a big girl. And she doesn't care. Big girl, big girl. audio. They need to pump that in. More Mimo. Easy, 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 girl. Careful. Coming in hot.
Built for life.
That was kind of a flat commercial, but okay. That landed a little flat. Definitely needed some singing or something.
Okay, so I think you kind of hopefully agree that was a pretty great kind of trailer for the StarLancer Max. And as you can kind of see, we're just putting the finishing touches on that now. So yeah, we're just getting it all done, all ready for its launch at IAE.
Slick like my dome.
We will take a little bit of a closer look at it now.
Next IAE, he said? Release date? Next IAE?
I think the StarLancer kind of really fully encapsulates MISC's kind of ability to create beautiful ships. It's got this bulbous design that really helps to kind of convey its underlying structure and its underlying strength. I think when the engineers were trying to kind of put this together, they were thinking about what's useful, what's great, and one of the things that we thought about was this deployable cargo grid that just brings the cargo down to the ground, makes it much easier for loading and unloading. And they also wanted to put the kind of the crew, they wanted to put what was important for them. So they've added a lot of windows out so the crew can see out into the verse, and it's one of the things that we know people like, is being able to have these kind of little windows out into space. And then above the kind of main habitation area, we've got these big skylights, and they just allow kind of like more natural light to cast down into the cruise area. For a bit more protection, you've got 8 size 3 missiles up front, and then a further 8 on top. And these are backed up by a set of size 4 remote turrets, both front and rear, that give good topside coverage. And then finally, when we get to the front, you'll see we have a further set of size 4 gimbaled weapons. And again, these just kind of help to fill in those blind spots.
She's gonna be so easy to hit, though. So
I think as a whole,
careful.
I think the engineers or MISC have done an exceptional job in creating a vehicle that kind of fully encapsulates the functionality needed, while still ensuring that the crew's kind of well-being and livelihood is protected. It's all in a package that kind of really dominates the sky, and I think it really shows off MISC's ability to deliver kind of quite beautiful ships.
MISC do not make beautiful ships, okay? Let's be real.
So, don't worry, this is not an Origin 404 moment happening here. So let's have a look inside the StarLancer Max now. So, love it or hate it, we love it. The MISC traditional letterbox view is back. At the front of the ship, you have the pilot, co-pilot seat with 2 support stations at the rear. These are the ones that control the remote turrets by default. Then behind that, we have the escape pod room, 4 escape pods, 4 crew. And then behind that, we have the traversal. It's sort of a traversal room. It has a lift, goes between the 2 floors of this ship and goes to the exterior of the ship, and then a ladder for emergency backup. Behind that is the mess hall area, so nice shared communal space for you to relax with your crew. And then we move into the 4 individual crew rooms, each with double beds, so very luxurious for a spaceship, en suites for all. At the rear of this section, we have a further 2 lifts. These are just internal to go between the 2 decks of the ship. Yeah, then at the rear, we have the main engineering. So there are some components dotted around throughout the rest of the ship, but the bulk of your components and the engineering terminal are here at the rear of the ship. So that's upstairs. Let's go downstairs a little bit. We have the main vehicle entrance and cargo entrance for the rear section. This can be used as a garage, but it is also a cargo hold.
Cool. I like
can fit
the way
vehicles up to a Ursa rover in size in here. And then on the Max, we have, as you saw in the trailer, the 2 It's sort of one cargo lift that drops down, but it retains a walkway throughout the center of the ship. So regardless of whether your cargo is up, down, being loaded, you still have traversal front to back of the ship. Then we have the downstairs of the traversal room, which also features the airlock onto the ship. And then lastly, we have the armory at the front of the ship. So if you're coming on board, leaving via EVA, leaving via that front entrance to the ground, you can stop off here, suit up, get your weapons, do the reverse coming back. And
I
that
love
is
the way they did
STARLANCER
this.
Max.
This was so fucking great demonstration right there. That was really well done. I'm gonna give that an amen. They did good on that. Not a fan of the ship, but
So we'll quickly recap
fan
the
of the
stats.
presentation.
224 SU of cargo, 128 on that ventral drop platform, 96 in the rear cargo area. It has 6 extra VTOL thrusters for all that extra mass that it's hauling. And it is available to pre-order now and will be flyable this IE at play.se STARLANCER Max. And if you pre-order now, before IE, you will get this exclusive sapphire paint, which is in the CitizenCon colors and looks super cool in my opinion.
So Coop's saying 225.